pitch that was on a crane and recording, very close-up elements of soccer. It was very interesting. Some of the high-speed footage that we shot really broke down how a soccer player kicks, or what's involved with a goalie just diving to punch a ball out of the way. It was pretty spectacular. It was fun to do.
We used a lot of certain stylizations that you really can't get from World Cup soccer. Things like overhead shots and strong crane shots and kicking balls directly at the camera, and a variety of quite dramatic angles and shots that can't be attained through a conventional soccer type match. We shot 16mm film for this, quite a bit of it, and that's then transferred onto a digital medium, being digital Betacam. That's then loaded into our Avid 8000, which is the most powerful Avid system available now, and we've got about 40 gigabytes of storage, and the data is then put onto that, and then edit the sequences, making the montages, and creating a variety of interesting textures and transitions to make them really interesting and strong.
In the creation of the storyboards, John Ricks and the producers and myself worked together to create something that we would envision as a spectacular intro to the FIFA line.
Virtual Stadium was an idea we had to put basic elements of our video game engine into Harmony.
Virtual Stadium is the location where the FIFA games take place, and that's a 3D world with hundreds of objects, with hundreds of textures applied to them, all sorts of special effects and camera moves. So it is quite a surreal environment, but it's also a very exciting one, and it also helps to build the story that we're trying to tell.
First of all, you design a screen on a paint program, Photoshop or 3D package, and you have to basically color reduce it to be put in the game.
Last year everything was hand-drawn and hand-colored in a traditional classical animation style for FIFA. This year we decided we wanted a new look, and also we wanted to streamline the process. John Ricks created a soccer player model in Softimage, a fully posable, movable model where all sorts of kinetics are involved. So when you bend a leg, the calf muscle flexes. When you twist the torso, the fabric on the shirts fold like fabric would. And then taking that 3D model and applying the knowledge that David and Joe both have as animators to create the weight, the movement, personality of soccer players for the product. Now, by using the 3D model, we're able to set cameras up, view it from as many different angles as you'd like. The Softimage program will render out all the different views of the player running in 16 different directions. In the past, each one of those directions would have had to be hand-drawn, so you can see that allows them to concentrate strictly on the motion.
We embarked on a product back in '88 called 4D Boxing. I think that was probably the first product in this business that actually used motion capture data. Really what came out of our analysis was motion capture was step one of about 20 different processes that were needed. What we've done since then is perfected a technology and technique and process called motion design, which really takes care of step 2 through step 20. We have SGI rendered players that were created with our motion design technology that allows us to take any elements of motion, whether it be through classical animation or rendered data, and retain those key elements and get them into our product.
When Bruce started talking about FIFA this year, we knew that we had to do voiceover. And Bruce wanted to include all these leagues because his focus was to cover as many markets as possible.
We're trying something really, really ambitious this year. virtual announcer person living inside the box, and the illusion will be, as you're playing the game, he's actually calling all the different things that you're playing. There's over 18,000 different individual sample files contained within the CD to make this illusion of spontaneous speech happen.
That's no problem for this goalkeeper.
We got the ever so wonderful John Motson just reading reams and reams of player names.
Strong running there on the right by Anderton. And only a couple of minutes to go now. It'll have to be a late recovery.
It's right now very addictive to me, and I probably play more than most people who ever play the game. And that's really kind of my measuring stick. Is I'm not going to get tired of it.
We haven't lost sight of what it was that we originally did when we did the first FIFA, which was make a fun game.
You can create great art, and you can create great technology, and you can create great music for that matter. But putting them together is where the magic's happening.
It's quite a tremendous feat of technology to have so much information and so much strong gameplay.
You have people that live to solve problems. The better the challenge, the more the problems, the more exciting people tend to get.
I've never seen or heard